me turn you around. I'm gonna order, I don't think they just have iced coffee here at Burger King. I don't know what I'm gonna be able to do. We'll see what I can do. I'm on my way home and I'm a little traumatized because my fingers are hurting. I'll explain why. And I'll take this mask off in a minute and you can hear me better. But I'm gonna turn you around when I get there because I'm gonna turn the camera too. So you'll be able just to hear me. But I don't even think they have cold brew here, so I can't be too crazy. But I'll see if there's anything I can do when I order this iced coffee. Hi, Summerlin. I can't see everybody. I'm going to start turning you around so I don't have to go like crazy. Okay, and I'm going to turn it like that so he thinks it's like a freaking dash cam. Okay. I'm always so afraid of this car. It's like so big now. Okay.
Hi, can I help you?
Yeah, do you have iced coffee?
I think all we have is mocha right now.
But it's iced coffee?
Yeah, mocha iced coffee.
Is it cold brew or just regular iced coffee?
It's regular iced coffee.
Okay, I'll get one of those, okay?
What was that?
I'll get an iced coffee mocha.
Iced coffee mocha?
Yeah.
Medium?
Let's go for the large.
Want to go with a large?
Yeah.
Large mocha iced coffee.
Live it up today.
Mocha iced coffee?
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's it.
Alright, that's gonna be $2.69.
All right, thanks. Okay, so there really wasn't much I could do. They only had mocha iced coffee. I tried to ask them if they had cold brew. Okay. I've got to go now. So I'll tell you about the trauma. I have trauma on my fingers. I went through, they didn't have it. This is a different Walmart than I was at last night. They didn't have any of the, hold on.
Large mocha iced coffee?
Yes.
We have $2.69.
Okay. That's a large?
Wait, let me see the cup. Nope.
No, I didn't think so. Okay.
Well, I can't see that cup real fast. Let me put it in
Yeah,
the large.
sure. No problem. It's like a small cup, really small. Like if that's the large, I could just see the medium. Okay, thank you.
I apologize.
That's all right, no worries. Have a good day. Oh, my card must be good, right? Yeah. Thanks. I don't think he even charged my card. I don't know what he's doing. Hold on a minute. Let me just pull over here because this is like the strangest experience. All right. Usually, hold on a minute. Let me just roll up my window and I'll lock my doors for Carol Lucy, who I haven't seen comment. Carol Lucy, I haven't seen you in a long time. Something's very, very wrong here. I'm going to turn you around so you can see something. Hold on. Okay, something's really wrong here because okay, let me turn the light on. Okay, see this? He came out with a cup this big. He goes, here's your guys' coffee. I said, that's a large? He goes, yeah. Then he goes, wait, let me see that cup. It's not a large. I kind of misunderstood you, right? So why am I wearing my mask now? Okay, I don't know. Don't tell me why. So he goes, I misunderstood you. I'm like, you misunderstood me? Okay. Meanwhile, he's got my card. Now I'm getting all confused because the last time I got an iced coffee at Burger King, I swear it was like much bigger. And I don't know. Is this a large? It beats me. To me, it looks like a medium, but whatever. Then he had my card. Then I'm driving away, telling him no worries, and he's like, "Here's your debit card." And I don't think he even charged it because I didn't even get a receipt. So I guess he figured, oh crap, I screwed up. Forget it. Wow. That has a lot of mocha in it. I mean, like a tremendous amount. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to drink that. Now I sound like that lady that, there's a lady that does hauls, and every time she does a haul, she does them in her car, and she always gets a Starbucks drink. And the ones that I watch, she always complains about the drink. Like it's never the same drink twice, and then people comment like, why do you even go there if all you do is complain about the drink? But this tastes like there is a syrup of mocha, and I mean, this is incredible. I don't think this guy knew how to make the coffee. Look at this. I'm not gonna be able to drink that anymore. I have to mix that with something. That is freaking like literally, I don't even know. All right, we got to get on the road. I'll tell you about my trauma. Okay. So anyway, I went to a different Walmart. My daughter said she wanted to go down to the restaurant. She wanted to go later in the day. I said, okay, look, I'm going to drop you off. You go down there. I'm going to come back, pick you up. I'll come in then, right? You know? So she's like, okay. She's like, you're going to go to Walmart again? I'm like, hey, you better watch it. Somebody said you sounded snippy with me in the car. She's like, they did? I'm like, yeah. So, and that was Sassy Darcy that said that. And she's like, wow. I'm like, yeah. So cool. So anyway, I had to go to the Walmart anyway because Jimmy needed a light for the fish tank. That's another long story. We have guppies in one fish tank. The guppies bred. Jimmy said there was no way he was going to be able to get out all the little fish, so now we have a guppy tank, okay? And he needs a light for it. So I had to go back. I got the light for it, okay? The top, the lid, and the light. Then, what did I do? Then I had to get, I am so, it's ridiculous in there, okay? When I bought this fleece at the other store, the other Walmart, it was 1.5 yards, and it said $6.63, and then it said something about being $3 or something. And because we were checking out late, I just didn't even press it when it came to $6.63, okay? And I just said, fine, forget it, I can't take it, it's probably marked wrong. Well, I get to this Walmart, and I go to the fabric section, and they have all the fleece on clearance. And I pick out 2 more identical to what I picked out last night, but different colors, to make stuff for the flying squirrel. And it clearly says, and I looked so clearly, this fleece is $3, $3.50. So I throw 2 of them in there. I get it to the register, of course, they're bringing up the regular price. So then finally the guy's like, I said, look, what is going on in this store? I said, they're $3 or $3.50. So he goes, how about I give them to you both for $3.50? I'm like, I'm not even to argue anymore. Yeah, fine. Then I got 2 of these draw unit things. Well, they had this new kind that said no break, and it had like this latch, and then the draw comes out, and they were $17.98, and they came in like nice colors, and I almost got those for my craft stuff and stuff. Turn the aisle, and there is an entire aisle of ones that look almost identical, but they don't say the no break, and they don't have the extra latch, but they have nice colors. So I see the mint green, Like, I'll get 2 of those. Now, they say $11.98. Now, I made sure I went down the entire aisle. Both sides are lined with these same things, and every price on there says $11.98. Of course, I get up there. They're not $11.98, and I tell the guy, look, I would have gotten the other ones for $17.99. It doesn't make sense. So he goes back. Meanwhile, the store's closing. Finally, the lady's like, what are you talking about? She goes, is everything $11.98 in that aisle? He goes, yeah. They have it all in the wrong places. He said, the whole aisle says $11.98. They all have the same thing, but it doesn't match up. She goes, well, then give it to her because that's a mistake. So they gave it to me for $11.98, which is a good deal. So that makes up for the raw deal I got on the fleece the other night. And whatever was wrong. Okay, so that's okay. There. The universe, gave it back to me because I'm a good person or something. I don't know. So then, meanwhile, I try to get those stupid toys, the Care Bear toys. I'm done with that now. I'm not doing it anymore after tonight. I'm traumatized. They didn't have the new ones. They didn't have the ones with the slinky dog and all that. But I find 2 cases. I'm bringing them back, and I'm trying to do what Lisa H says she does and what Heather says she does. Now, both of them must have cast iron fingers, okay? Because literally, I had to put a Band-Aid on my other finger from last night because it felt raw, okay? So I'm trying to work with my other index finger. Just trying to dip it in under the thing and feel it. And I'm in pain doing that. So I'm like, what the heck? So I feel one that I think could be one. And so when that happens, then I'll open up the flap. When I open up the flap, I'm like, crap, what is that? And I'm bleeding, okay? I'm bleeding from this now. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm injuring myself. All I'm getting is stupid Gumbies. So that I said, forget it. I'm killing myself now, okay? I've got 2 bad hands. Now let's see. Let's watch me get pulled over now because Jimmy doesn't have my inspection sticker on here. I have a brand new car. Can someone explain to me why I need to get my brand new car inspected? I don't know. I thought your brand new car, it must be because we bought it in Chicago. That could be the only reason. Because if I purchased it in New York, it would have a New York inspection on it. It's the most stupid thing I've ever seen. But yeah, I have to get my brand new car inspected. We have the right registration. We've got the right plates on the car finally. They've never once stopped me driving around with the dealer thing in the back. Okay, I've got all that. If he stops me for the inspection, I'll be like, buddy, it's a freaking brand new car, okay? My husband has the thing at home. So stupid. Okay, anyway. It's probably not even looking at that in the dark. But it is closing in on the end of the month. I wasn't speeding, so the only thing he's going to be pulling me over for is, and I'm far enough away. Whatever. Yeah, so I'm traumatized because now I have 2 bad fingers, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't know how these girls are doing this, because if their fingers are not bleeding, why are my fingers bleeding? But I got delicate skin, I guess. I don't know. I can't do it anymore. And I'm just going to send a pack of 4 Bear. I've got to get on this stupid UK. I hate having to send stuff to the UK through Amazon, because then I've got to I usually go get a Prime membership, and then I got to for the UK, because your US one doesn't work, okay? So I've got to get a UK Prime, and then I have to send it over, and then I have to remember to cancel the Prime for the UK, but I'll do it. I'm just going to send her a whole set. Today I saw a whole freaking set of them, and I'm sending it. I'm going to stop worrying about trying to get the bears like that. That's it. Done. I have raw fingers now. anyway, that's the end of that. Maybe that needed to happen to be the end of that. What else did I get? That's it. I got very little. I got some of the Krispy Kreme crullers because the kids like the donut holes I brought Jimmy in. So I got those. I was going to get a cake or something. We still haven't had an anniversary cake. Can you imagine that? I got to make one. I tried to get like... Every Walmart is so freaking different. I tried to look at the bonsai. I was going to get one of the bonsai trees. They don't have the nice bonsai trees. They have the smaller ones. There's only one. Oh no, I shouldn't say that. Yeah, that was weird. The Walmart in Pennsylvania had the nice flowers that the Walmart in Binghamton did. And the last time I went there, they didn't have any. That was weird, and I thought I was in the same one. I'm sweaty. We went swimming. My daughter, I don't know what happened to her. She couldn't jump off the dock. I said, this is insane. Are you kidding me? Your mother's jumping off the dock. You can't jump off the dock. She's like, I'm scared. Sorry, I don't know why that buffered there. It shouldn't buffer there. And I'm going to be going a different way home, so it should be on with me for a little bit until I get there. It's going to be a little bit of an event because I really am traumatized. Don't hit fingers. So yeah, I said, you're like an old lady. What the freak is going on? So then she's trying to go down the ladder, and she's freaking out. Oh, it's cold or whatever. I'm like, this is insane. So she's like, Luke and Ethan have to come here. So Luke and Ethan are like, what in the hell is wrong? She ended up going down the ladder. I could not believe it. I don't know what's gotten into her. Anyway, then we swam for a while, a long time. What did we do? Then I sat and I read a little bit on the dock, and then I made quesadillas. That was with the quesadilla machine. No Time was supposed to be back. Where are you, No Time? He said, I hope he's okay. Last time I emailed him, he said he'd be back. He had at different hours or something. I don't know what's going on. No Time laughed at my quesadilla machine. But I made it with the quesadilla machine, and I don't know what happened. Maybe I filled them too much. I don't know. I thought it was going to be a big disaster. It wasn't. So she and I had those because Jimmy and they had some kind of veggie sub, which was not a veggie sub because they put meat on it. They still called it a veggie sub. Don't ask me why. Well, we used the vegetables from our garden, and so I used them in both the peppers, the tomatoes. What else did we have? So we did that. She talked about cross stitch. I almost bought a cross stitch in Walmart, but then it looked a little too crazy. She's talking about how people are framing their cross stitch and they're like sending it out and all this. It's costing hundreds of dollars. And I'm like, are they nuts? Okay. That was it. Then I dropped her off. I'm going to pick her up. I'll probably go home. Take a shower. Jimmy has 2 videos. There's another video of him feeding the squirrel. I didn't get it on. I got some more fleece. Her and I are going to sew tomorrow. For Tuesday, she's gonna make. She's making a tank top. I'm gonna be making things for the squirrel, pouches and stuff. I might try and make that boxy bag with the quilted Pioneer Woman. I might even try, maybe I'll bring over the denim and make those little denim containers and stuff. I don't know, maybe I'll go all out, just so like lunatic. It's nice when you have someone to sew with. And the moral of the story is no Care Bears at all, and none of the newer boxes with the Slinky Dog or anything else. That's the best part. And none of the other good stuff that what's her name got on Scooter got on clearance. None of the squishy things. Nothing was on clearance good. Nothing. Zero. Nada. And so that's about it. I don't know. It's kind of a venting session. Oh, but yeah, you know, in other news, there is a case in Texas. I don't know if you heard of it. Malia. She was a missing 2-year-old. And then she was found, I think she was found in, now don't quote me on it because I'm just remembering, I just saw Bayou or something in there in Texas. She was found, and supposedly her mother was inconsolable on the shore. But then the mother's boyfriend, and not the baby's father, put on this, I'll show it tonight live, but he went through this tirade where first he was just talking normally, then he started with crying, but there were no tears. He even was like stooped over, his pants were at his knees, underwear were all showing, and he sounded like he was sobbing, but then when he pulled his head up, there were no tears. And then he just brought it right to being upset that he's being bashed on Facebook when he didn't do anything, and him and his girl are being bashed on Facebook like they did something, and he said, we didn't do anything. And he's like, you could ask my mother, she loves me. Now you don't know whether he means the mother loves him or the little girl loved him, but why do we have to ask his mother? Okay, I don't, you know, that's okay. If your mother, okay, yeah, then we're gonna believe you. So we could ask his mother, and then he's like, she knew her ABC, she knew this, she knew that, she had her whole life ahead of her. But why are they bashing me on Facebook? And from the person that sent it to me that lives in the state, she made it, there's definitely foul play involved, okay? They said there is definitely foul play involved. She didn't wander off and drown, okay? He's trying to say they left her outside because the mother came inside because she had to make something to eat. And that's when he starts talking normally again. And she was only inside, it was only 5 minutes. It was only 5 minutes. And then she was gone. But they said it doesn't look like a child wandered off and drowned, okay? So you've got foul play involved. You've got this guy being on the defensive. I haven't seen what they're doing on Facebook. I just got it when I was leaving the house, but I will be looking into it tonight. I don't know if you've heard about the case. The little 2-year-old girl in Texas, name is Malia. She was missing. I don't know how long she was missing, not long, a day or so maybe. And you've got the mother's boyfriend on there, and people say they believe the boyfriend is involved. So there you have that one. That's a horrible thing. All these people killing their kids. It's ridiculous. Oh, and then he says something about, why aren't they checking on the landlady? The one that comes to get the bills. She's running a child trafficking ring or something. So he's all over the place. Now it's a child trafficking ring, which she wouldn't be in the river then, or the bayou, or wherever that thing is, okay, where she was found. Then it's because she was playing outside and the mother came in because they had nothing to eat. His story is all over the place. And then we can ask his mother, and that should satisfy us. I don't know. Investigators are all over the place behind him. And the girlfriend, she wasn't around him in the clip I saw. And in the other newscast, it said that she was on the banks of the river or something, inconsolable. So, that's a shame. Little girl, 2 years old. Yeah, look at that one. Honestly, when I get home, I'm going to color my hair. It might just be pointing me in the direction of doing that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then when it's on, I can clean up the bathroom. Why the freak is this guy driving 40 miles an hour on the highway? What? The Florida plates, of course. It's probably somebody that's like 95. Sorry. But it probably is. That's a good way to get yourself killed, driving 40 miles an hour on the highway. Yeah, I think I will color my hair. I'll put some more of that fleece in the wash. Color my hair. Clean a little bit, and I'll look up on that case while I'm in there. It takes 30 minutes. And then my hair is cut. Might as well touch up the roots. We might have a big problem with our French drains. I don't know what we're going to do. I hope it's not a major problem. Jimmy thinks they're I don't know what it is. I really don't. I wish he'd just call the right people. No, he's got to look it up, look it up. He didn't even believe me that we had a French drain system around the foundation until I'm like, would you please go get the plans? Because my father designed it all. I'm like, I know there's a French drain system around. Oh, okay. So he finally got that today. So now he knows where they all are. But he thinks there's got to be a clog or something, and that's why what's happening is we're on a mountain. You don't know that. The water comes, down the mountain, and so that's why we never had any problems with water in the basement like that at all. We don't have we don't have flood, we don't have high water at all. But there is some water coming in, trickling very, very slowly in, and that's a problem, right? So now I just want him just to call the guys. If they have to dig it up, if whatever they have to do, let them get it done instead of waiting and then having a huge problem. So that's fun. So that's why now I'm moving all my craft stuff upstairs in one of the bedrooms, my daughter's bedroom. I don't even know if oh my gosh, it's such a mess. This must sound like the most pitiful rant. I just feel like we can't get ahead. It's we put that stuff down in the one corner of the basement. We start to get that. Now I've got this big problem on the other side. What's that going to be? What the freak? I just want him to call the guy. He's oh, Bob Vila, this old house. Come on, Jimmy, please call the guy. This is not something you're going to be able to fix yourself. We even had a secondary drain system put in. Oh gosh, Ethan and Luke were born, so I think they were maybe 10 years ago. So I'm we'll call those guys. They're going to know. That's the one guy he kept giving my candle things to. And then his wife sees me at the bank and says, "Do you have any more?" I'm what are you talking about? That's Jimmy for you. So yeah, I don't know. This is crazy. All right, but I'm probably gonna have to go because I'm probably gonna stop in here at the restaurant. Whoa. Sorry, that was a little of an overreaction. And let me see here. Yeah, probably gonna do that. And so then I'll get back in the car. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna color my hair. Look up the case. Look up some stuff. And that's about it. I think that's about it. But alrighty. So I'll see you guys later. Sorry for the big vent session. But I'll talk to you guys later, okay?